xmactruck22x's.
xmactruck22x.
Alright, so we will be playing, well, I will not be playing. Mac will be playing zombies. Continue on, Mac.
Alright, let's ready up. Let's do this.
Alright, so he's gonna pick, what are you gonna pick?
Alright, I'm going to go with my personal favorite with Shockwave, which disables all the zombies around you.
Alright, so he's gonna pick whatever that is. I don't know.
Shell shock.
Shell shock. Okay, so today we'll be talking about, on this live stream, we'll be talking about, is time really matter? When what we're talking about is radicalism. Radicalism is a thing where it's a part of a time.
It's like eras. It's in certain eras, certain things are radical.
Yeah. For instance, women's rights. Sure, people joke about like, oh, women don't have rights, but they really do. They have equal rights as men. Maybe not in other countries, but in America, Britain, you know, Australia, Canada, they have rights, and it's really moving, and they have maybe more rights than men. And sure, like they don't get paid as much yet, but that is definitely changing. But 60 years ago, maybe 50, I don't know, women didn't really have that much say or that much rights. Like, to think that a woman was gonna be a president, radical, outlandish.
Yeah, right now that is mind-boggling. Like that would befuddle so many people.
Like, sure, that Hillary lost, you know, the email scandal, blah blah blah.
Do you think she would have won without that, though? Without the scandal? Or do you think people still think she's a woman? She's incapable of being a president?
I don't think that was what it was. I think she just made too many enemies. Do I think she could have been a good president if she didn't have her stroke or email scandal or the bad stuff she did? I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't really tell what didn't happen or what did happen. Is Trump a good president? Yeah, he
has good decisions.
He's done good stuff. I mean, he's cut the budget. He's done good stuff, but at the same time, he's done stupid stuff. He's trumped up. But I think that the point of Hillary not winning is not the point to this. I feel like the point is that women are making strides. 10 years ago would have been insane for a woman to run for president. Shoot, Sarah Palin, when she ran for president, people thought she was crazy, insane. And what was that? That was when John McClane, right?
Yeah.
John McClane ran?
McClane won, yeah.
Yeah, when John McClane ran.
And she became vice president.
Yeah, and people thought that was absolutely insane. For one, she took Alaska and made it one of the worst run economy governments in the country and made it one of the top within the 4 years she was there. You know?
Which is thought to be virtually impossible for women at, you know, like that's what they thought back then.
Well, they thought women were incapable of even speech. They would not let them talk in public. They would not let them give their opinions. They thought that they were just stupid women. But honestly, a woman's touch, I believe, is better. I mean, shoot, look at Sarah Palin, what she did to Alaska. You know? But I just feel that it's definitely different with eras.
Well, yeah, if you think, let's talk about the topic of Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Today, that's not radical. What he did was not, in our mind, that's not radical. If it was in today's day and age, you would be having a normal conversation. Like, there wouldn't be, an outrageous thing about it.
People would laugh at him. If he came today and said, I have a dream that blacks and whites would go to school together, ride the same bus, people would laugh at him. Because they'd be like, that's already happening, you know? But if you go back, you already have it.
Yeah.
If you go back, they would be like, what? We need colors and we need whites. We need 2 separate bathrooms. We need 2 different schools, different buses. If we have to ride the same bus, the blacks ride the back of the bus.
Because you're a lesser human.
Yeah, you're lesser of a human, and I just find that outlandish. Like, what does it mean? Your skin color does not change who you are.
You're human.
How I judge people, I don't judge them on their skin color how they, I mean, what they look like, nothing. I choose to judge somebody on how they act. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, be mean to somebody just because he's African American, or he's African, or he's Chinese, you know, or any ethnicity in just general. I mean, I'm not gonna change how I treat somebody just because they're a different race. I just find that outlandish. You know, what do you take on that?
I feel like that we're all equal. We all have equal opportunity. Well, we should all have equal opportunity. We still see discrimination against other races in America.
All races,
even whites in some instances.
I mean,
I don't think you'll ever truly get rid of segregation, like racial discrimination.
Yeah, sorry. Racial discrimination. And honestly, racial discrimination is learned. It's taught. It's not natural. And the thing is,
when I see somebody, I am like, as a kid, you don't view different skin color. You see another kid.
Honestly, when I see different skin color, I think of a story. I don't think of, oh, he's African American, he's darker than me, or he's this. I think of, I wonder what his life was like. I wonder what story he has to tell me that I've never heard of, a life experience that could change me or make me think differently than I think now. And I have the biggest phobia of not being cultured. That, like, I don't have a phobia of spiders, oranges, like crazy phobias like that, claustrophobia. I don't have anything like that. I have a fear of not being cultured. Like, it's the weirdest fear, I think.
Well, you think about it. Is it?
Because you can never be completely cultured. So I'm always gonna have this fear.
Yeah. But like, if we think about it, like racial discrimination and all that, you aren't, like, if you don't have a view, like, then there's something wrong with you, in people's opinion. Like, you have to have some discrimination in you. Like, that's what they think.
Yeah, you do. Everybody has discrimination in them, no matter what you say. Everybody has discrimination. I mean, if you walk down an alleyway and you see a bunch of big guys, or, you know, people with baseball bats, or, you know, coming at you, you're gonna think, oh my gosh, these guys are gonna jump me. That's discrimination. You're just on just how they look and how
you perceive the person,
how you're perceiving them. Maybe they might be walking from a baseball game, and they're walking down an alley because this is a faster way to get home. And that was all it was. And there are other football players, and you thought they're gonna jump you just because they're big and walking down a dark alleyway. Maybe they were scared of you, and they're discriminated against you, how the way you look, or, you know. And that's the crazy part, because you can never get rid of that. But that's just fear. And discrimination, or, you know, racial ways is more interesting because it's learned, and people have discovered that it's learned. How are you going to unteach it?
You can't now. It's inbred in people's genes, practically.
I mean, if you really think about it, it's just insane. Just because people really do think this way. People think that whites are superior, or blacks are superior, or, you know, even the ridiculous thing of, people that are Jewish are penny pinchers. Like, that's freaking messed up. Like, no, like, people are all the same, no matter what your religion is. I mean, that's even discrimination.
I mean, we've seen it. We have a Jewish friend, bro.
Yeah. And, or if you see somebody that's Muslim, you think of a bomber.
A radical,
yeah. Islamic person that wants to, no, and the thing is, it's
a religion, not...
Yeah, it's a way of life. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go kill myself. It's the 1% that ruins it for people, and it gives them a bad rap. You know, whenever I see somebody that's Muslim or anything like that, I don't think of, a bomber. You know, I just see somebody with a religion.
Yep.
I'm not afraid. I don't get stingy. You know, and some people do.
Some people are afraid. They won't even let their children next to a guy that may look like that.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
there's no way around it.
Yeah.
It's disgusting how the society today has changed. And
some people don't think, like right now, our discussion, some people think we are being like illiterate to the facts and like the way that we're talking about this. We shouldn't be talking about this.
But people are afraid to have this conversation. Honestly. I mean, if you are racist, other than you think that you're superior,
people are so hypocritical too.
But if you took down a racist, you sat down a racist of any ethnicity, and you ask, if you take away why you're superior, then why do you not like them? The thing you're gonna get is they're different. So that makes them culturally awkward. That makes them culturally different. Yes, it does. It makes them different. It doesn't make them awkward. It doesn't. It makes you different, which scares you. And that's the thing that I think that's the biggest thing that, you know, defines people being racist is that they're afraid. You know, that they're afraid of what's something new. And that's why my biggest phobia is being not cultured. You know? I mean, I know that's kind of ridiculous to have that phobia, but I don't know. I'm afraid to not experience everything in the world. You know, I would always wonder what could have been different. You know?
What could have been?
I don't know. I mean, what do you take?
Oh, really? Like, I'm afraid to experience, like, not being, like, able to accept new things. Like, new people, new ideas, new cultures. Like, I'm afraid that people won't be able to do that soon. Like, I'm afraid for it to go back.
Are you afraid? Or are you more upset? Because afraid's a stronger word.
Yeah, let's say I'm more upset to see us go back to the thoughts. Like, we are going backwards in this situation. We're not going forward. We are moving backward. We moved forward because there was radicalists that showed us the way. You know, Martin Luther King showed us the way, right? He was considered a radicalist. He's not.
And the thing is, this conversation has taken a total turn. If you really think about it, we just talked about radicalism straight to racism. I mean, sure, it's different and it's the same in some categories, but if you really think about it overall, it's all the same. Because, well, I really disabled that dude. But the difference is that I feel like this is the world has been built on racism, and the only thing that has like defined the difference is one person thinking they're superior over the other. You know, and honestly, nobody's superior over anybody. You might be more intelligent, doesn't make you lesser of a person. That person might do something better than you can. Sure, you might be smarter than them. They might be a better swordsman, or, you know, might be able to work on cars better.
It's honestly, the work you put in is what you earn.
Yeah, and if you have a disability, you know, and you're in a wheelchair for the rest of your life, you find a way. Ooh, you find a way how to get through it. You know.
That's game over for me.
Oh no. Oh, you're revived.
Hey, I'm still in it.
You got one left.
All right.
Okay, but you find a way. But does that make you less of a person just because you have a disability? No, it makes you a stronger person. Think about that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I could handle that. And somebody else in the world is handling that right now and having a great life. Does that make them a stronger person? I don't know. It's debatable. It honestly is. You know? But it just, I don't know. It's a really wide topic to think about.
There's so many different
paths.
Yeah, there's so many ways to think about this one thing that could happen, like this one instant. Like, there's so many things that go on in the way we think now that, like, I don't know, like, people, like, there's so many people that are hypocritical in this thing. I don't see somebody less, but go behind this person's back, and then, you know, now I hate them because I'm with my people.
Yeah, and honestly, I agree with you. I feel that people are different.
People are different when they're being judged by other people.
Exactly. You know what? The way you just put that was actually 100% correct. I really like the way you just put that. The way you worded that.
Well, if we look in the Bible, they were literally, people back then the Tower of Babylon. You know why? We were all together as one people. We were building a tower to heaven. The only reason why God switched up the language is because it wasn't right.
In that one religion.
Yeah.
But there's different religions.
Yes.
But, and one religion doesn't make it right other than others.
Because people view things differently.
Yeah, and they have a different take on the world. And which I agree with taking the world on differently, because if the world wasn't the way it is today, who knows where we would be at? Would we be would we have the technology we have today, or would we not? I feel like we wouldn't if we didn't have the diversity that we have today. I don't know. It's crazy. It's really hard to think. It's really hard to think about this. You know? Wow, that guy's crazy. But going back to the radicalism, I mean, you know, having the Jews as slaves in the Egyptian days, you know, if that actually happened, some people perceive that aliens did all that. Who knows? You know, like, who knows what's right or wrong?
Yeah.
History might have been perceived or changed. Maybe there's a time traveler changed one thing and they made him think everything, or they really like
future changed.
Yeah, right? Like,
maybe we did all think we were equal at one point.
Yeah, like just like crazy different things that have happened in this life is unknown. So my take on this is final words for me, and then you'll get a final words.
Yeah.
I think that everybody should be accepting of everybody and how they feel and what their opinions are, because if it wasn't for that person's opinion, this world would be a dictatorship. You would not have all the ideas and the advanced technology. I think that you should just be open to everybody, and if you think somebody's lesser than you because their color of your skin, I don't hate you. I just feel that you're a lesser person. And does it make you superior? No, I just feel like you're not gonna be as well-rounded of a person, because maybe that person that you are racist against might have a thing that could help you with your life. And if you leave that out, that's something that you missed in your life that could possibly help you or your family. And I just feel that everybody should be accepted to everybody.
Yep. Well, I agree with you with that we should be accepting all people and everybody's point of views. But I'm also going to put a little twist on this and say that some people that are, let's say, black or a different ethnicity than you, abuse the power of saying someone's being racial to them. They abuse the power because they like the attention and everything. But if we can get rid of that, get rid of racism, get rid of let's say, just get rid of racism in that. Say, if you can get rid of it, then there would be no discrimination. Discrimination wouldn't exist.
But discrimination goes always.
Yeah. It will always be that way.
Yeah. Well, no, I hope not. I hope not.
Yes, I hope not. But the way it is right now, it's not going anywhere for a while.
It's rough.
I think though that they should. Time era has changed, and I don't think we're improving. I really honestly believe that we are decreasing in this. I really do.
I feel like there's maybe a better light in the future, hopefully. Alright guys, so that our question was, after all that talk, originally is somebody's views different? Like, is it making them a worse person or lesser person, or is racism or fascism worse, right, or bad? So I hope you guys enjoyed that talk. We'll have more talks like this. If you guys have any ideas of what we should say, just comment, like, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe. That kind of helps us out.
It really does. I would like to see a subscribe clicked.
Alright, I'm Jake.
And I'm Mac.
See you guys later.
See ya.